Hey, what's going on? All right, welcome back to the second break session of this final cipher of the day. All right, so hopefully you are all being productive on whatever that you're working on. I'm actually writing a blog post or something, so I've been working on that a little bit, trying to do some research and stuff. So, yeah, cool. All right, so I said that this break session is going to talk about the dashboard that I created for untilit.works. So, all right. So okay, we'll just talk about it. Let me see. Okay. Let me share my screen here. Probably won't need any audio. So now, fair warning, I'm not a designer, really. Like, I mean, I make t-shirts every once in a while and stuff. But when it comes to the web, I'm very much function first and then figure out how I would like it to look. So it's super bare bones kind of thing. So, but yeah, we'll just see. All right, so this is what we have now, right? And so this is where I kind of run everything. So I actually, since it's a web page, I just have it open into another tab. So it's not like anything is going to get messed up, hopefully. So starting off here in the top, like this is the most important thing. So this button sets the overall live of the event. And so this is what makes the work sessions and the break sessions visible. Otherwise, it would just be like the next cipher or something like that, and it has the date. That's what would show up if that was set to false. And then below that, you can see we have the current mode. And right now it's set to break. That's just to let me know that, all right, it did switch over. Because I mean, I have like I have multiple screens here on this laptop. And so I have what you see also here. But just in case if I only have like one screen, that would let me know that, oh, hey, we're in break mode. You know what I'm saying? So that way I know you're seeing like the live video. All right, below that, again, web component. So this is the same timer that you see throughout the site. And wherever there's like the date that's in your local time, that's a web component that I created. So it's all one thing. You can set when you want to go from date to a countdown timer. So I have it for anything less than like an hour. It will show a countdown. Anything more, it shows the actual date in your time zone. So that way it's always local to you. Yeah, cool. All right, and then this is just a date picker straight out of the box, just the regular date picker that comes with, you know, HTML, which is kind of amazing. And then this is how I set between the different modes. So yeah, so work or break. So what I do is, like, I'll set the time for when I want it to count down to. So for example, whenever we finish the break sessions, I set it for 15 minutes after the next hour. And then I set the mode to work so that it knows to be into work mode until that time. So I always set the mode that I want to be in and the deadline that it's going to be until. So if I'm live, if we're doing the break session, I'll set this to work, and then I'll set to 30 minutes after the hour since it's 15-minute break sessions. Cool. And then this, it lets me know the status that it was actually set, because otherwise I wouldn't know if it actually worked. So I have a thing, and it'll say like next session set. All right, cool. And then these are the ciphers. These are the two big sessions that happen on the day, once a week. I think there might be one. So Tanya's asking in the chat room, is there a module in JavaScript that calculates the time until an event? There might be, because I'm not sure. I think it's coming soon. So I'm not sure exactly how how what you call it, how where wide is it, kind of like how in use, if it's in browsers and things, so how compatible it is. And so okay, so in Python you have a date time time delta. That's cool. We have, I don't think, again, I'm not sure, because the way I do it, I just calculate with the Unix epoch time or whatever, the one time that it's the same across everywhere. And then I use JavaScript to say what it is local to your area. And that's how I do it. So I just calculate the 2 epoch times, and then just whatever it is to your local time or whatever. Even though, wait, when you calculate between 2 epoch time, doesn't matter wherever you are, that's the same time. So, but to show your local time, I use the universal one, and then just because you can set local time and date through JavaScript. So it just takes the user's, I guess it's their IP address or something, and it determines your local time zone, and it just automatically display the time depending on that timestamp, which is like the universal timestamp. So it does all the time zone corrections for you. So it's pretty nifty. But we do have, there were different, what's the one that we kind of stopped using because didn't really need it? Oh, I forgot. Oh, there was a big a big JavaScript library that folks were using, but they were kind of using it just to kind of like show local times. But then, like I said, the browser does it with in-browser JavaScript. Oh, I totally forgot now. It's been a while. And they even said, hey, you don't really need to use this anymore because there's more lightweight options. So there's different libraries to do the time delta. Like you said, that's in Python. But I think they're going to be putting it in JavaScript core soon, if not already, but it hasn't been widely disseminated yet. So yeah, but thanks. That's cool. Python does a lot of cool stuff. I know I was looking into Rust a little bit earlier at work too. We were building something, and Ruby on Rails does a lot of stuff for you too as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. So now, where's my mouse? My mouse is here. We go. So now these are the ciphers. These are the 2 big sections of the day that we do these. So they're like the 3-hour events that happen. And so I can take a look. So again, all these, so this one is our current one. And so since it's already happened and it's less than an hour, it shows the time, like the countdown time. But these are more than an hour. So that's why they show the actual date. If you were to see this, it would look different on yours because it'd be to your local computer, but to your time zone. So yeah, so you can see America, New York. That's the time zone I'm in. But yeah, so all these are the same web component, just with different end times, like the deadlines, something. Yeah. All right. So then I can remove them if need be. I can add them. Again, it's just the same HTML date picker. Shouts to the input tag, super powerful. All right, so that's that one. And then to see the notifications, so what I can do is, so like what I did before, so like this one, I can select it, and it will bring the selected upcoming cipher here, and I'm able to fill out these forms. And then this is what you get if you sign up for notifications. This is where I set it up to be sent. All right, cool. So that's that. And then the sessions are what we're doing now. So this is like the break session. I'm not going to do too much with this because I think it may overwrite the one that we have now and mess everything up. So this right here is where the chat shows up with the chat and the questions, and where I can actually start the speech recognition. Up here is where I can see my video feed from my camera and screen share. And if anybody else joins, I can see them there also. So it's kind of like my little dashboard where I can see what's happening. And then here I can select the audio and the video, and I publish it to the stream. And then I was having the issue before where my mic was cutting out for some reason. So I added this audio level. So I see like a little green bar go up and down every time I speak. And I think that helps making sure that my audio is going through. And then here's where I can start and stop the screen share. Here is a timer. So let's say if somebody wanted to do a lightning talk or what have you, right? With that, when the person joins, we both can see that timer. So I can say like, oh, okay, you're going to speak for 5 minutes. Let go. You know what I'm saying? I press that and it's the 5 minutes. Or if it's 10 minutes, I can do that. It just adds 5 minutes to the thing. So I can add 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes if need be. So that's what that does. Cool. This is where I create the break in our database. So all the information about the break goes to the database and it gives me the ID there. So it sets everything up. And then I'm able to start the broadcast of the live video feed. So that's what you're seeing. And then also and I can stop it. And then here is if I had any guests, the guests would show up here, like their name. And then I can like kick them off if anything. So, you know, like end their session also, if, you know. Yeah, so that's that. Cool. Now I need to work on making it so that it all fits properly. Because before, like I said, I was just putting stuff everywhere. I just need to be functional. And then I'll talk about the form later. You know what I'm saying? I'll work on the form later. So, but right now, I just kind of want to get a feel for where I think things should be. So as time goes on, I'll probably move things around and stuff. So I wanted to, you know, make it a little bit more better for my workflow to be able to see certain things at certain times when I need them. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So, all right, cool. And then here is if you ever need to do any show and tell stuff, it'll pop up here. Like if you submit, you want to do a show and tell, it'll pop up in pending. And then I'll be able to select one of them and see what it is that you want to talk about and who it is that wants to talk about it. Yeah, and then if I deny it, it shows up here. And then I can always go back on the denials and stuff. And then the approved ones. And then the same thing for tutorials. If you see a tutorial that you thought was super cool and you wanted to add it, that's where you'll be able to do that. And then I'll say like, all right, cool, I'll add it. And then, you know, it'll say if it's active or what have you. So yeah, that's pretty much it right now. As time goes on, I'm sure I'll be adding more stuff or taking things out. Did I show the view edit sessions? So these are all the different sessions that have happened already. And so I can actually select. So let's go with one. Okay, let's go with, no, this is the one that's actually happening now. Let's go with the one that we just had. And so here you can see, like, so the archive link, I double back up these videos. So I'll put like the very final archive link here, the thumbnail that was generated automatically. And if for whatever reason it wasn't generated automatically, I'll be able to generate it from that archive link by clicking this button. And it shoots off something to the back end and it does a bunch of stuff. Then here's the video that I have uploaded to Vimeo. So I have like access to make sure. If it wasn't there, I'd also be able to upload to Vimeo from that archive link. The highlights are, you know, like when you're pressing the add a clip, it'll show up here. So just in case if it didn't go through, I would be able to restart it. So it'll actually create it. And then you can, like I see here, you can view it. And then this stuff is for the symbol. And so these are the like the IDs that I get back from it. And so that way I'm able to get the video details which show up here. And then I can take all of that and then I can update it or I could delete the session. And that's pretty much it. So that's where I'm at now. And I'll probably be adding more stuff to it as well as the need arises and stuff and taking some things that if I don't need them. So yeah, so that's it. So just a little peek into the behind the scenes stuff of what's happening, you know, while we're all working on stuff. So yeah, So thank you all once again for hanging out. I'm going to set that timer now so that it will be 15 minutes after the hour. And then we'll get back to work. All right, cool. Thank you all once again for hanging out. Hopefully, whatever it is that you're working on, you're making some progress. And again, if you need any help, send out a Hako. If you want to show anything cool, just sign up for a show and tell. And then if you have no clue what you want to do, there's the tutorials. All right, so again, thank you all for hanging out. And I'm going to share the screen so that we can be out of here. So again, thank you all very much. All right, cool. I'm going to get back to work now. Thanks, y'all.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread it love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody